With all of these bans on abortions that right-wing states are trying to put into place across this country, it is important to remember the statistics that actually matter when we're talking about pregnancy and women's health. And here are those numbers. The U.S., out of all other industrialized nations in this country, has the highest infant mortality rate at 5.8%. 5.8% of children born in this country die within the first few hours of life. 5.8%. And that is higher than any other well-to-do, industrialized, first world, whatever you want to call it, country on the planet. We're the worst. We just can't seem to keep babies alive as well as everybody else. The second number you need to know is 23.8 deaths per 100,000 live births. That's how many women die while giving birth here in the United States. Almost 50% of those, according to reports, are preventable. Had doctors been better trained, had better hospital care been available to these women, they wouldn't have died. Half of them would not have died. And yet right now, we have a single political party, the Republicans, out there telling us they're the only ones who care about the lives of children and pregnant women. They're the only ones. Democrats just want to kill the babies. Democrats don't care about the psychological damage that happens to women who have abortions. We care so much about women that we have ignored the fact that we are essentially a third world country when it comes to maternity care. That's what we are, folks. We are a third world country when it comes to women and children's health issues. So don't buy into this BS that Republicans are trying to sell us, that they care about infants, that they care about fetuses or embryos or even women, because these statistics don't lie. And you know what's even worse than these statistics? Is what these statistics are going to be in a few years, because all the experts predict, and these predictions came out before all the abortion bans, that they're actually just going to get worse because we continue as a country to ignore the problem. In this country, we should not have 23.8 women out of every 100,000 dying while they're giving birth. Medical professionals already admit that. 50% of these women would not be dying if we just gave them better care. 50% are preventable. And to have a 5.8% infant mortality rate, we're disgusting. That's the only way to describe this. But I can promise you Republicans are going to do nothing to address these numbers. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. Because they know them the same as you and I. And they're making the conscious choice to focus on something that's not actually a problem. Because in the states that are enacting these abortion bans, they actually have an even higher infant and pregnant women mortality rate. It's actually higher in those states. So they could be addressing the real problem, but instead they're addressing a made-up one because they want to drum up some red meat for their hardcore conservative bases ahead of 2020. That is 100% what this is about, and it is absolutely devastating for women and children all across this country. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.